Alan Dershowitz says Fulton County is indicting Trump for what Democrats did in 2000. They are trying to make it illegal to question elections now. If you question it whatsoever, they want to make it where you'll be brought up on charges. This is criminal in itself. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. The latest indictment against former President Donald Trump has been issued in Fulton County, Georgia. The grand jury has filed a slew of charges against Trump and his associates over the 2020 election. Members of the chattering class have been abuzz since the indictments were announced on Monday. Democrats are doing their typical celebratory routine and repeating the same walls are closing in diatribe in anticipation of seeing their favorite boogeyman behind bars. Others, like Harvard Law scholar Alan Dershowitz, are pointing out the glaring issues in the latest politically motivated effort to weaponize the justice system against a political opponent. For those who haven't caught up on the indictments were returned by a Fulton County, Georgia grand jury Monday evening against Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani, former North Carolina Senator Mark Meadows, and John Eastman. The 41-count indictment includes charges of racketeering, solicitation of violation of an oath by a political officer, conspiracy, and filing a false statement. Others indicted are Kenneth Chasebro, Jeffrey Clark, Ray Smith III, Robert Cheeley, Michael Roman, David Schaefer, Sean Steele, Stephen Lee, Harrison Floyd, Travion Cuddy, Sidney Powell, Kathleen Latham, Scott Hall, and Misty Hayes. Now, the former president slammed the indictment in typical Trumpian fashion. In a post on Truth Social, he wrote, like Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg, deranged Jack Smith, and New York AG Loretta James, Fulton County, Georgia's radical Democrat district attorney, Fannie Willis, is a rabid partisan who is campaigning and fundraising on the platform of prosecuting President Trump through these bogus indictments. Ripping a page from crooked Joe Biden playbook, Willis has strategically stalled her investigation to try and maximally interfere in the 2024 presidential race and damage the dominant Trump campaign. All of these corrupt Democrats' attempts will fail. And during an interview, Dershowitz also criticized the indictment, comparing it to Democrats contesting the outcome of the 2000 presidential election. And I remember when this happened. And Harvard professor Alan Dershowitz, speaking to Fox Digital, criticized pending indictment, calling Trump's actions very similar to that of Al Gore's legal strategy in the Bush v. Gore case that decided the 2000 presidential election. Quote, we challenged the election and we did much of the things that are being done today, and people praised us. I wrote a best-selling book called Supreme Injustice. Now they're making it a crime, Dershowitz said it. Remember, Dershowitz was a part of that team that went after the 2000 election. And in a conversation with Fox News host Sean Hannity, Dershowitz criticized the district attorney's office for expanding the RICO statute to, quote, include political objections, observing. I mean, that's crazy. You can't even question an election anymore. But, quote, you cannot start making crimes out of things that Democrats did. Tilden Hayes, John Kennedy election, 2000 election, 2016 election. Jamie Raskin gets up and does some of these same things. These are political actions that the Constitution prefers us to take rather than going out on the streets and rioting. We're supposed to go to court. We're supposed to go to Congress. You can't make those things crimes, and you can't expand the RICO statute to now include political objections. And this is exactly what they're trying to do. So now, any shenanigans happen with any type of election, you won't even be able to say anything about it. The Fulton County indictment, like some of the others, seem to involve prosecutors stretching the laws to target Trump. Similar criticism were made about Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg when he indicted the former president over the Stormy Daniels hush money payments. Weaponizing the law in this manner only makes it more obvious that these officials are trying to influence the outcome of the 2024 presidential election. Anyone that's paying attention knows what's really going on. But Democrats appear to believe these legal actions will help them politically. They might be right, but uh, it is also possible that this cynical use of the justice system might just backfire on them. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.